laptop. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sukshmatvat tad adrishyatvat nirgunatvat cha yogivihi आलंबनादि यत् प्रोक्तम क्रमात् आलंबनम भवेत्. Yogi, those who are seeking the truth systematically and methodically. So who are those yogis? After they have completed the 2 chapters of their life, Karmani Chitta Shuddhyartham, Aikagrayartham Upasanam, Mokshartham Brahma Vijnanam iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Karma is done not for getting anything from this world, but it is for the purification of the mind. Yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. The seekers of truth, they engage themselves in the activities not to get anything from the world, but for the purification of the mind. Normally, whatever we do, our attention is on what is happening of what I have done. See? Like one man asked me, young IT fellow asked me this question. You have been talking so many years, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? So the result of my talk should be people should improve. If I have my attention on that people should improve, I will commit suicide. Therefore, I don't want anybody to improve. Continue to be miserable so that my market is maintained. So when we are doing something, is it for the result what is happening outside? No. Then when we do something, is our attention on ourselves? I have given so many lectures, I have given this thing, I have done this thing. See? Then our attention should be on the quality of the mind. Before we do anything, during the execution of the job, after the job is done, what is the quality of our mind left behind? Yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Sangam tyaktva, rejecting the attachment to what? Attachment to the results of the karma as well as to the doer. Then only the mind is purified. Such. Second thing, upasana, aikagrayartham upasanam. When we do the upasana, what for we do? Is it for asking something, oh God, kindly note down? And a big list is given. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And after that you turn back, go and put on the slipper, then you remember, Arey, wo to bola hi nahi. Again you come back. Oh Lord, I have forgotten one thing. The Lord says, I have forgotten you. See? Our upasana is another bargain. See, nothing else. So, aikagrayartham upasanam. Is our mind able to be applied freely to the given job for a required length of time effortlessly? That is the single pointedness of the mind. When these 2 things happen, pure mind and available mind. Our mind is pure but not available. See? The pure and available mind, that mind is now applied for the study. Yogi bhi. This is the meaning of the yogi. See? Yogi doesn't mean who is pumping the air and who is doing the asana pranayam and all that. No, that is not the one. Therefore, yogi vihi. So now you are totally withdrawn from the world. Withdrawn from the world doesn't mean go to a forest and go into a gufa, in a cave. Don't do that. Let the rats and bats live in their own cave. You don't go there. There is no need. But we heard in the autobiography of a yogi, he was in a gufa in Ranikhet. So people go there. This is a gufa. I will also come and sit here. Spiritual life is not a mimicry. Find out your own ways. It is not that, he has done Shirshasana, so I will also do Shirshasana. And then you get a spondylosis. What happened? Spondylosis. That is not the way. So yogi vihi. Now you start your inquiry. What is the inquiry? First, sukshmatvat. Sukshmatvat, subtler than the subtlest. This is the alamban, this is the support. The first support we take, subtler than the subtlest. What is subtler than the subtlest? So we start discarding one by one. The objective world, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasagandha. Kathopanishad. Yachedvang manasi prajnaha tajyate jnana atmani jnana atmani mahati niyached tajyached shante atmani. This is laya prakriya. Dissolving. So, all the objects of the world, they are existing in the respective sense organs. See, colors and forms are existing if there is vision. If the eyes are closed and there is no vision, there are no colors and forms. So where are they? They are in the vision. Then where are the sense organs? They are in the mind. If the mind is not behind the sense organs, there is no experience of that time. See, once I had my big toe, some kind of growth, so my doctor friend was removing it. So first of all, he gave local anesthesia. He said, you can watch. And I was watching. He has removed that and I had no pain, no nothing. Because in that area, mind was not allowed to enter. Curfew for the mind. No entry. So where are all the sense organs existing? They are existing in the mind. See, friends. The other day I gave example of Sudhir Phadke, a great musician. In his old age, must be 80 or so, so he was unable to hear. But he is a great musician, so he was, to be honored. So he was sitting, I was in the center and the organizer on the other side. And then the first things were over and he is not able to hear anyway. So he was told, now you come and speak for 2 minutes. You may say 2 minutes, but he has not understood because he can't hear. And he continued 1 minute, 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Now it was his marriage. How can you tell the bridegroom go away? And everybody was frustrated. Because for the purpose for what he was called is totally defeated. But he is not aware what is happening because for him sounds don't exist. So all the objects exist in the respective sense organs. All the sense organs exist in the mind. And mind is nothing but the projection of the consciousness through the body. See, you stand before the wall. Do we get a reflection in the wall? No. Then you stand before the mirror. We get a reflection in the mirror. So something wrong with our face when we are standing before the wall? No. Something is wrong with the reflecting media. In the same manner, conscious existence is everywhere. in the stones and bricks, in the living beings and dead beings. In the living man and a dead man, consciousness is equally present. The difference is, in one body, the consciousness can express as mind, like in mirror, the face can express as a reflection, and in the wall, there is no manifestation of the reflection in the wall. Exactly the same way. When consciousness is able to express as mind in any body, that body becomes enlivened. And when the capacity of the body is destroyed for whatever reason, that the body can no more express the consciousness as mind, that body is declared as dead. But even in the dead body, the consciousness is. See, friends. So, world is absorbed in the sense organs are absorbed in the mind is absorbed in I. Now this I has to be dissolved in totality. Mahati niyachet. What is our I? Our I is very strong personality. If our personality is strong, we are not accepted by the people around us. Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter. Yasman dvijate lokaha, lokan dvijate chayaha, harsha marsha bhayo dvegaihi, muktaha yas sachame priyaha. He who is not a problem for the world, and he doesn't take the world to be a problem, he is my devotee. There was one man running fast, and other was following him. So the people say, hey, what happened? First catch that fellow, catch that fellow. So he is caught. And there is what happened? He used to come to my house and teach me Vedanta. Now the same Vedanta I am teaching him, he is running away. I want to take the revenge. अब कहाँ जाओगे? See, if we have studied the scriptures, we will never be rejected by the world if the scriptural knowledge is digested. See, friends, when you digest the food, it is assimilated and absorbed in the body. Unwanted things are thrown out of the body. But when the food is not digested, it comes out from the wrong end. Therefore it is called as ulti. Sidhi nahi, ulti. See? And when the undigested food comes out as a vomit, is it not disgusting? See? Suppose there are two persons. One is a Bengali and one is a South Indian. So, this Bengali fellow, he ate Rasgulla, Sandesh, and the South Indian ate Idli Sambar. And it so happened, both of them vomited. Whatever may be the reason. Will we say, oh, this is the vomit of Rasgulla, and this is the Idli Sambar vomit. Vomit is a vomit, is it not? In the same manner, whether the knowledge pertaining to your material world or the knowledge pertaining to the spiritual path, when it is vomited, it is a disgust. And when the knowledge is digested, Maunam Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam Varshistante Vasadrushikadaihi Avrutam Brahmanishthaihi Acharendram Karakalita Chinmudramanandarupam Swatmaramam Muditavadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. Mauna Vyakya. Then how the truth is revealed through the eloquence of silence, Chin Mudra, by the Chin Mudra. This is not the Snuffa Mudra. This is Chin Mudra. Mr. I, see, this is our Vijnanamaya Kosh, I. See the 5 koshas that we have. This is small finger is Annamaya Kosh, then Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, Anandamaya Kosh. 5. The small finger is Annamaya Kosh body. Middle finger, not middle, ring finger is the Pranamaya Kosh, because when you get married, the prana starts becoming disturbed. Therefore, they say marriage is a 3-ring circus. First is the engagement ring, the second is the wedding ring, and third is the suffering. So, this is Pranamaya Kosha. And the third is Manomaya Kosha, the biggest. Mind is the one which is ruling our life. Whose mind? My mind. Whose prana? My prana. Whose body? My body. So this is Vijnanamaya, I. And this I is represented by this Tarjani. Tarjani means the one who is threatening. Tarjanam Yamadutanam Bharjanam. See, Tarjani. That is why we use this finger, most of the people. Suppose I want to scold somebody. तुम्हारी टांग तोड़ दूंगा. Suppose I use this small finger to scold somebody, I'll kill you. He will say, अच्छा हो गया हो. Tarjani. Vijnanamaya Kosha. And this Vijnanamaya Kosha is used always. When I have to say, when I am telling you, so do we say, when I am telling you? Even if you are a Sardar, you will not say like this. See? Because I is indicated here in our spiritual heart. So when this I is identified with the mind, I am happy, I am miserable. When this I is identified with the Pranamaya Kosha, I am hungry, I am thirsty. When I is identified with the body, I am man, woman, young, old. And when this I is dissociated from the 3 and surrendered to the Lord, this is the Chin Mudra. Secret language, Da Vinci Code.
Be happy.
See? Therefore, Sukshmatvat, the subtler we go. Let this I, Tad Yachet Mahati Niyachet. See? So our individuality must be dissolved in the totality. Then we are walking spiritual path. See? We should not be a white flock in a black sheep, or a black sheep in a white flock. Merge yourself. Never seek any special status in life. See? Becoming special is not spirituality. Losing all speciality is the real spiritual growth. And tad yachet shanti atmani. So up to this Hiranyagarbha Mahatattva is our spiritual practice. And how this spiritual practice is done by the devotee? O Lord, thy will be done. Jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Hari ichha, inshallah. Let us demand zero in this world. Let us complain zero. All that is required for our evolution That alone is given to us by the Lord out of sheer compassion and love. If we need kicks, we will get it. If we need garlands, we will get it. See, friends, Bhagavad Mahapuran tells, when all the miseries come to us without our efforts, the happiness will also come, if it is due. See? But our problem is, we have sown the seeds of the chilies and expecting why tomatoes are not coming. See? Therefore, this is one technique, Sukshmatvat, the start going backward or start going selfward or stop going dogward and start going Godward. Sukshmatvat. Second thing is adrishyatvat, that which cannot form an object of knowledge. See, the mic I am seeing, the mic cannot see me. So for the mic, eyes are not the drishya, but for the eyes, mic is an object. Adrishyatvat. So we leave the mic, come to the eyes. Now eyes can see everything, but eyes cannot see the mind. So mind is not an object for the eyes. So we go back behind the mind. See? The other day somebody was asking me, Swamiji, you all the time talk about mind, please tell what is the mind, where it is. I said, you simply answer my question in your mind and then I will ask you, then you tell me. So I told him, 2 plus 2, don't tell loudly, keep in your mind. Then 4 plus 4. Then 8 minus 8. Now you tell, how much? 6. I said, Namaste astu Bhagavan Vishveshwaraya Mahadevaya Trayambakaya Tripurantakaya. I said, I am defeated. I cannot tell you further. He said, why? I said, you have gone beyond mind. You need not be told anything about mind, you are gone. Means you are a gone case. Drishyatvat. Mind cannot become an object of knowledge. See, that is what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi is this very simple approach. Instead of complaining about the mind, inquire. Manasam tu kim. Margane krute, when inquired into, the result will be naiva manasam. The mind will disappear. Marge arjavar. This is a straight path. There is no struggle. Like the eyes cannot see themselves, in the same manner, when the mind is inquiring about itself, naiva manasam, the mind disappears. Instead of dissolving the mind, we start improving the mind, which has never happened till date. Don't struggle with the mind. Control of the mind has 2 components. One is disciplining the mind. Disciplined mind is a controlled mind. See? We have never disciplined. In one house I went somewhere and then the mother, father and a child. And mother, father telling the child, Swamiji, namaskar karo, and he Vivekananda. No, beta, you have to do namaskar to Swamiji has come. But mother and father, like electric post standing kadak. And the child is not doing namaskar. And I am standing there, I said, yaar, mere haath mein namaskar kar le, andar aane de. When the child is not disciplined, how can you tell him to do something? In the same manner, if the mind is not disciplined, you cannot control the mind. See? And disciplining of the mind has 2 components. One, stop talking to yourself. बोलने भी नहीं देते old lady, her son, and 2, 3 of them. Swamiji, you tell Mummy, she is all the time worried. Ask her not to worry. Nobody gives us free food. They get the work done. So I went to that, Amma, your children told that you do unnecessarily worry, don't worry. She became angry on me. Don't worry. Then what will I do? This is the only thing I can do. And then what will I do? I said, you are right, continue worrying. See? In the old age, we are not tossed by the worldly desires. I should have a good drink, I should have a good house, I should have a good car, I should have a good wife, I should have a lot of enjoyment, I should go for the picnic. These thoughts don't bother in the old age. Old age problem is habitual thinking, called as manorajya. And the thoughts will come from anywhere. One old man asked me, Swamiji, please don't laugh at me. I said, no, there is no need. So he said, I am so surprised. These days, last 3-4 days, anywhere I am sitting, I am remembering one girl who was with me in our school when I was in class 1. Her name was Kalpana. Now this fellow is 90 not out. Now I am worried where she must be. And it is not going out of my head. What should I do? See? Therefore, discipline the mind, stop talking to yourself. Second thing, before you talk to others, think twice. Is it necessary to talk? Without any effort, your mind will be disciplined. Many times we hear this thing, बोलना नहीं चाहिए लेकिन बोल देती हूँ. When you know you should not talk, why don't you keep your mouth shut.com? Try, then the mind is disciplined. And the second thing is, educate the mind. Disciplined, educated mind is a controlled mind. We work by the mind. We don't work on the mind. Work on your mind. Then see, the mind will not be a problem. Therefore, drishyatvat. So, objects are discarded, adrishyatvat. Objects are discarded, sense organs are discarded, mind is discarded. The one who was worried, he is also discarded. And that which cannot be rejected. We come to a point, aheyam, which cannot be rejected. That unrejectable presence is our essential nature. This is alambana, this is support. With this support, start going ahead. See? Like, when we cross a small river, we have some bridge or something like that. There was a husband and a wife. And the wife, as usual, was exactly doing opposite. So the husband has understood. So he used to talk to her always in a negative language. I don't want to take food tonight. No, you have to take food, I am preparing. Actually, he wanted to take food. But he knew her very well. So he was always talking that kind of language. Once he has to go to his in-laws' place for some function, and it was raining and there was a river very much, strongly flooding and all that. So he wanted to go by a shortcut little carefully rather than going by the overbridge and it will take lot of time. So he told, we will go by the bridge, we will not go by a shortcut, it is risky. No, we'll go by a shortcut. He actually wanted. Now when he was crossing, he forgot that because there is so much of, tension there. So he has to tell that he told, kindly hold the branch properly, you will slip down. I will not hold. And then he started searching her up the stream. So the people said, why are you searching her up? Then she will flow below. Or else she will go up. Therefore, adrishyatvat, that which is not an object of knowledge. So that which cannot be rejected is our essential nature. Come back. This moment, whatever is your experience, this is realization of the truth. At this moment, you have no individuality. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. See? Once there was a great musician in Bombay, name I don't remember, very old, must be about 80 years. They say as the age increases of the singers, their voice becomes more mature, younger also. In the old days, the voice doesn't become old. So, I was called there. Now, among the Tansen, the Insen was called. So I said, why did you call me? No, Swamiji, you speak something, you know him, you like music. So I started. Then they said, look here. All the musicians always hold on to one particular Shruti, Kali Pach. One particular Shruti. And keeping the Shruti as a reference point, then they go up and down, Sare Gama Padanisa, Sare Gama Padanisa. In the same manner, spiritual life is hold on to the Shruti Vakya. Chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavit. Take the foundation, the reference point of Shruti Mata. There also it is Shruti, here also it is Shruti. And holding on to that reference point, then lead your life. So what the Shruti Mata tells us, Natvam deho ne indriyani na prano na mano nadhi vikaritvad vinashitvad drushyatvad cha gato yata. Manaiva manusyanam karanam bandhamokshayoho bandhaya vishaya saktam muktaye nirvishayam smritam. Everything is told, but our life is not lived with reference to that reference. Like a good musician always will have that tambura, tan, tan, tan. It is the reference. So that you should not go apashruti. Don't go the wrong way. The music of our life becomes melodious if we have the reference of the Shruti Mata. Adrishyatvat and Nirgunatvacha. The third support is Nirgunatvat. Nirguna means where all the qualities, attributes are dissolved. See? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasaran, Gandha gone. That means sense organs disappeared. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya gone. Mind disappears. I versus you gone, then relativity disappears. and that which refuses to be disappeared, that eternal presence. Yogibihi, all the great yogis, they take this as a alamban, this as a support. Then alambanadi yat proktam kramat alambanam bhavet. And when this is practiced for a longer period of time, again and again and again, then you merge in the substratum. Alambanam bhavet. It is something like this. In the material science, in the objective world, knowing is not being. When I know this is a pillar, I don't become a pillar. But on the path of realization, knowing the truth is being the truth. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahman is Brahman. Bhavati doesn't mean he becomes. There is no becoming. There is only being. See? Therefore, be happy. Don't become happy. If you are happy because of the lecture, after the lecture you will be miserable. If you are happy because of the food, after the food is over, you will be miserable. Don't become happy under any condition. But be happy under all conditions. And that effortlessness is our proximity to the absolute self. See? Therefore, kramat alambanam bhavet satata abhyasa yuktastu niralambo yada bhavet. Now see, satata abhyasa yuktaha. Spiritual practice is not a part-time profession. Half an hour meditation, 23.5 hours frustration. Can you imagine? Bhagwan Shankaracharya has gone in depression. Swami Vivekananda has gone in depression. Both those who are depressed and those who are dispassionate, both of them withdraw from the world. Withdrawal through wisdom is dispassion. Withdrawal through frustration is depression. Dispassion is a healthy condition. Depression is unhealthy condition. Therefore, here the teacher says, Satata abhyasa yuktastu. Tatata, tatam is the dhatu, tat, tantu. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina. Tantu. Satatam, continuous, unbroken. So this abhyasa has to be 24/7, not NDTV. 24/7. How it can be 24/7? See, yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadhayaha. Tulsidas ji gives an example how we can be 24/7 involved in our spiritual pursuit. Kamihi nari piyari jimi lobhihi priya jimi dham. See? Like a greedy person is constantly thinking about money, money, money. See? It is not, we take bribe only during office hours. In Pune, I read some nice picture, somebody sent me. One beggar, he has put a board there. Don't put coins between 1 and 4. That disturbs my sleep. Put notes. Puneri Bhikari can do this. Another board I have seen in Pune only. When people ask, भाई वो देशपांडे का घर कहाँ है? So he has put a board. For asking the address, rupees 5. For leading you to the address, rupees 10. So anybody comes and, excuse me, ab bolo. And more genius than this I experienced in Kerala. You know, in Kerala you don't know which town begins where. It's continuous. So we couldn't locate our address. So I asked one girl, school girl, they understand English, Hindi. So I said, hey, can you tell me the house of so and so? Yes, yes, I know. Can I get inside the car? I said, sit down. She sat backside. Me and my friend were driving. Go friend down, take right and then take right, then they left, like that. 2-3 places she took us. And she got down. This is my house. Then she said, you go back from where you are come and ask somebody. This is how the world is full of joy. Therefore, satata abhyasa yuktastu. This abhyas has to be 24/7. How do we do this? Be attentive. Every experience of our life gives us a meditative arrow mark. Every experience. Go anywhere in any interaction. You can. Provided you have that region developed. See? Every experience teaches us. And when we become extremely subtle, every experience is an example. One of the person giving lectures like me, he came for the lectures, and after the lecture was over, actually it was she, not he. Ahmedabad it happened. And after the lecture was over, we were having dinner together. So she came to my room. Swamiji, I want to ask you something. What is that? All the examples that you give in your lectures, can you tell me the reference book? Because when I give the lectures, I don't get sufficient examples. I say, yes. One example is, this is the experience, example. You are asking me a question, this is example. Every experience will lead you to the reality. Every experience. Develop this faculty. It is not difficult. Satata abhyasa yuktastu niralambo yada bhave. Then we don't require any support. Normally what happens, I wanted to do japa, but what to do? I have forgotten my mala at home, I cannot do japa. We are finding an excuse how we can avoid doing our spiritual practice. On the contrary, find an excuse under every condition. You are living in meditation. Because what is meditation? You create an artificial condition to grow a bonsai meditator. Which is a bonsai plant which can be beautiful only in the drawing room. The moment it goes in the outer world, subjected to the difficult situations of the weather, even one mosquito comes on that plant, it breaks. No inner strength. See, meditation, spiritual practice that we practice is a 5-star meditation. AC, UC, DC, IC, ICICI. That is not. Nira alambo yada bhavet tallayad liyate. Then when you take support of nothing, be attentive. J. Krishnamurti called this as objectless awareness. Now catch this. Your object is sound. First, be aware of the sound. Thereafter, I'll keep silent for a longer gap. Then you keep aware of the silence. Then again I will start quick succession chanting the Lord's name. That time you do not listen to the sound. 3 steps. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. Now analysis of this experiment.